Test, test, test. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. No. Test, test, test. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. High school basketball on the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Wisconsin Dells and Platteville coming up in just a few minutes. Two conference champions face off for the second time in 2.5 weeks. But there's a lot more at stake tonight. Good evening, basketball fans, and welcome to Grant Regional Health Center and People's State Bank coverage of WIAA Boys Basketball, presented by Myers Heating and Cooling, Myers Home Comfort Solutions, and Wolf Construction on the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel, powered in the postseason by Tim Slack Auction and Realty. From Dodgeville High School, this is the Division III Wisconsin Dells Sectional Semifinal. The third seed Wisconsin Dells Chiefs against the number 1 seed Platteville Hillman. The winner tonight plays Lake Mills or Lakeside Lutheran in the sectional final at Wisconsin Dells Saturday afternoon for a trip to state. And if Platteville gets to the Dells, we will be there too. From the Wolf Construction broadcast table, I'm Steve Prestegard. And that 64-54 win for the Hillmen February 19th over the Dells Chiefs may have been a predictor of how the Platteville postseason has gone, at least to this point. The Dells game and both regional games were close at the half. In fact, Platteville trailed the Dells and Boston in the regional semifinal on Friday, but came back with big second halves thanks in part to their big player, 6'9" Zach McLean, who had 16 points and 17 rebounds against the Dells, 16 points, 11 rebounds, and 4 block shots against Boston, and 12 points and 9 rebounds against Lodi in the regional final Saturday night, despite foul trouble. The other thing all three games had in common is a different leading scorer each night. Lucas Ludlam scored 20 against Lodi. Actually, he scored 20 against Wisconsin Dells in the first meeting. Garrison Tasher had 26 against Boston last Friday, and David Edge had 25 against Lodi Saturday night. Wisconsin Dells is one season removed from a 22-win season, including going 10-0 in the South Central Conference, but the Chiefs' season ended in the regional final 1 year ago. Well, one season later, with all the leading scorers and rebounders having graduated, the Chiefs have won 20 games. They shared the South Central title, and they are one step farther than they were last season. On the Shoebox scoreboard, presented by the Shoebox in Black Earth, the largest independent shoe store in the Midwest. Again, the winner tonight will play either Lake Mills or Lakeside Lutheran. They're playing tonight at Elkhorn. And there is an asterisk to what I said before. If Platteville wins, then they will be going to Wisconsin Dells. But if Wisconsin Dells wins tonight, then the sectional final is going to be moved to Baraboo, because you don't want a home court advantage, I guess, in the sectional final. So that is where the two teams will be going coming up on Saturday. Again, if Platteville wins, it'll be at Wisconsin Dells. And if Wisconsin Dells wins, then it'll be at Baraboo against either Lake Mills or Lakeside Lutheran. Also on the Queen Bee family of radio stations tonight, we're all over the place. We have Badger basketball. Rutgers is at the Kohl Center. That is on AM 1590 WPVL. We also have two other sectional semifinals tonight in Division 4. Darlington playing Mineral Point at Lancaster. That is on Extreme 107.1 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. And in Division 5, we have Cashton and Potosi from Prairie du Chien. That is on 97.7 Country WGLR and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. And oh, by the way, we have state girls basketball, Cuba City and Chippewa Falls McDonald. That's coming up in about an hour from now or so. And that is on Super Hits 106. We will bring you up next, the Raleigh Cheese pregame show presented by Raleigh Cheese at the intersection of Highways 11 and 23 in the heart of Lafayette County. Don't forget the cheese. Our game tonight brought to you by our first half sponsor, First Supply of Platteville, your total commercial plumbing and heating wholesale outlet. When quality parts are needed, the experts rely on First Supply in Platteville. Claire Bank, with their 8 locations in Southwest Wisconsin. Claire Bank, where they say we can do that. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender. Southwest Health's Darlington Clinic is now open, providing eye, OBGYN, and ENT care, plus physical therapy and speech therapy to the Darlington community. The Southwest Health Darlington Clinic is conveniently located on State Highway 81 off Tamer Run Road and is accepting new patients. Allied Stone is a locally owned family company for over 28 years. At Allied, we can handle all your topsoil, ag lime, and aggregate needs for all your spring projects. Call Allied today. And our game brought to you by The Ticket in Platteville. They have the best wings in the tri-states, and the rest of the menu is awesome too. Check out the new arcade in the basement, The Ticket Sports Bar and Grill in Platteville. Steve Stevens is a proud supporter of Platteville High School basketball, wishing good luck and tournament success to all Platteville student athletes. And we are brought to you by Ritchie Implement. They recognize all high school athletes. High school athletics offers opportunities for sportsmanship, leadership, and personal growth. Ritchie Implement with locations in Cobb, Barneveld, Darlington, and Lancaster. Okay, we are back. Tonight's game brought to you by Doolittle's Pub and Eatery in Lancaster. Follow them on Facebook for daily lunch specials. Doolittle's on the Square in Lancaster. We're also brought to you by K&K Floors in Lancaster, proudly supporting Platteville Hillman basketball teams. They wish all Platteville student athletes good luck and success in the coming season. K&K Floors in Platteville, a family-owned business installing your flooring since 1954. We'll be back in just a moment. We have a technical issue. Okay, I think we're back. I think we have this dealt with now. We were missing video, but now we have video. So that's good. And tonight's game is brought to you by Granny Electric in Platteville, specializing in residential, agricultural, commercial wiring. For new construction repairs or maintenance, you can count on Granny Electric to make your electrical concerns go away. We're also brought to you by Bush Insurance, a proud partner of Beacon Insurance Company, supporting our Platteville athletes and our families. Let's see if we can get a interview to work here.
Away from state, and I guess the obvious first question is, Mike, how do you feel about the state of your team right now?
Yeah, good to be with you this week, Steve. Was hoping to be able to talk to you and glad to be here. I like where we're at. I think this week, practice-wise, was very normal, and I think as a coach, you're looking for any signs of anxiety or lack of focus with all the other stuff that could be going on outside of the gym. But the kids have been very good, very attentive. They're loose. I think they're confident with what they're doing, and that's a credit to them. It's a credit to our assistants and just where they're at. But I like where we are at mentally and physically. We're healthy. Got out of last week and healthy, so that's really good. But and we are excited for tonight, no question about it, and looking forward to playing a really good opponent in Wisconsin Dells.
You've been to the sectional a couple of times. Is there anything you take from, obviously totally different teams, but is there anything you take about the sectional experience that you want to do differently or feel is really important tonight?
Yeah, there is and there isn't. I think the one thing in the sectional games that I've encountered as a coach, the swings and momentum are violent. They're really violent. They happen fast. You have to try to stay ahead of that.
Okay. All right, I think we are ready to go here. Today's game brought to you by Great Regional Health Center's Ortho Team. Dr. Brad Binsfeld at 8 Stokel PAC provide exceptional care for sports-related injuries. Grant Regional Health Center, experience the difference. We're also brought to you by Myers Heating and Cooling, servicing Southwest Wisconsin since 1999. Myers Heating and Cooling, where they say, don't worry, we got this. Worco Transportation of Bloomington. Get away with Worco Transportation. Learn more at worcotransportation.com. Worco Transportation in Bloomington. And just check here. All right. All right. I think we're all ready now tech-wise. Today's game is brought to you by Platteville Collision Center with expert color matching, frame and unibody straightening, and baked-on finishing to keep paint shining longer. Platteville Collision Center on East Mineral Street. People's State Bank for personal, home, business, and ag loans. Visit one of their convenient area locations or visit peoplesfinancial.com, member FDIC. On the Shoebox Scoreboard, presented by the Shoebox in Black Earth, the largest independent shoe store in the Midwest. Again, the winner gets Lake Mills or Lakeside Lutheran. They're playing tonight in Elkhorn. And if Platteville wins, the sectional final will be Saturday afternoon in Wisconsin Dells. If Wisconsin Dells wins, then the sectional final will be at Baraboo Saturday afternoon. Also in Division III, in the Brown Deer sectional, Milwaukee Academy of Science is playing Milwaukee St. Thomas More at Oak Creek. I believe St. Thomas More ranked number 1 in Division III. Also, 4-seed Milwaukee Carmen Northwest is playing number 2 seed Lake Country Lutheran at Oostburg. And in the Eau Claire Memorial Sectional, Somerset is playing Prescott at Hudson, and Gaelectric Trempealeau is playing Elk Mound at Arcadia. And in the Chilton Sectional, Southern Door is playing Freedom at Green Bay Preble. That winner will take on number 1 seed Kiel from the others half of the bracket. Kiel a winner last night over Appleton Xavier. So that is the Division III matchup. 16 teams trying to get down to what you could probably call the Elite 8 coming into Saturday. Our injury report presented by Russell Law Offices. If you have been injured, contact Russell Law Offices. Their experienced team of personal injury lawyers will fight for your rights and help you get the compensation you deserve. Visit RussellLawWI.com. And both coaches report everyone is available. That's good, obviously. Colors of the game presented by Cuba City Family Dental, Keeler Family Dental, and coming soon, Darlington Family Dental. 3 convenient locations to serve your dental needs. Platteville, either because they're the home team, or either because they are the highest seed, or maybe that's how the alphabet works this year, but they're wearing their home white jerseys with cardinal numbers and trim. And Wisconsin Dells, they kind of look like Mineral Point or North Carolina. Columbia blue jerseys with white numbers outlined in black, I guess. Not incredibly visible, but you know what? We're going to make it work regardless. Regular season for the Wisconsin Dells Chiefs, they were 20-7 and 9-1. They shared the Central Conference title with Wautoma, and Wisconsin Dells is the last team standing in the South Central Conference. Wautoma got beat earlier. Platteville, meanwhile, 23-3, and they swept the Southwest Wisconsin Conference, and they are also, to no surprise, the last team standing in the SWC. We also have, as mentioned, on the Queen Bee family of radio stations, Mineral Point in Darlington, that's on Extreme 107.1. Potosi and Cashton from Prairie du Chien, that is on 97.7 Country WGLR. Coming up, we will have state girls basketball, Cuba City, and Chippewa Falls McDonald Central. That will probably, broadcast on that will probably start about a half hour or so, and that'll be on Super Hits 106. Both bands are here. That's how you know it's a big night. Wisconsin Dells band is here, and the Platteville High School band here. And now it will be the Platteville High School band playing our national anthem. anthem. And again, the winner tonight plays Lake Mills or Lakeside Lutheran in the regional or the sectional final for a trip to state on Saturday. If Platteville goes to the Dells, we'll be there too. That'll be on AM 1590 WPBL. Tonight's game brought to you by Hermson's Ace Hardware and Home Center in Bloomington. Hermson's Ace Hardware at the bottom of Main Street in Platteville. See Hermson's for the perfect paint for your next project. Hermson's Ace Hardware, Bloomington and Platteville. Time for the starting lineups presented by Fuller's Milker Center. See Fuller's complete hygiene line and options for your brand new dairy setup or existing parlor remodel. Fuller's at Lancaster Richland Center and FullersMilkerCenter.com. Starters for Wisconsin Dells. Jaron Ward, 6'7 junior, 10.9 points, 7.9 rebounds a game. Ward with 12 points against Platteville. Deegan Jensen, 6'3 senior, 12.6 points, 4.3 rebounds a game. He had 8 against Platteville. Riley White, 5'10 senior, 17.2 points a game. He had 22 against Platteville. Raphael Berge, 6'4 junior, 8.3 points. He had 4 against Platteville. Carson Hurst, 6'1 senior, 1.7 points. He had 2 against Platteville. We'll also see Brady Young, 6'1 junior, averaging 7.9 points a game. Platteville, the number 1 seed, we mentioned 23-3. They will start the usual 5. Garrison Tasher, 6'1 senior, 9.2 points a game. He had 11 against the Dells. David Edge, 6'3 senior, 12.5 points a game. 6 against the Dells. Lucas Ludlam, 6'3 junior, 15.7 points a game. 20 against Wisconsin Dells. Simon Babel, 6'2 senior, 9.3 points a game. 2 against Wisconsin Dells. And Zach McLean, 6'9 senior, 12.4 points, 11.8 rebounds a game. As the ball is tipped out of bounds, and Platteville will get it. McLean with 16 points, 17 rebounds against Wisconsin Dells 2.5 weeks ago. Brad Rolling, the coach of the Chiefs. Mike Hoosier, 16 seasons, coaching Platteville. A drive for a basket by Lucas Ludlam, and it's 2-0 Platteville. Man-to-man defense for the Hillmen. And this is Wright driving. And then the handoff underneath and a traveling call on Jensen. First half, by the way, sponsored by First Supply of Platteville, your total commercial plumbing and heating wholesale outlet. When quality parts are needed, the experts rely on First Supply in Platteville. And errant pass underneath. And the Dells gets the first turnover and a block by McLean off a drive by Jensen. And back the other way, Babel. And it's 4-0 Platteville. And we are 53 seconds into the First Supply first half. Platteville, remember, they trailed by 6 the first meeting, and a left wing 3 does not go for White, and back comes Platteville. They trailed by 6 at the half, and a 3. Rims out, McLean on the rebound. And a throw-up that goes in for Tashner. And it's 6-0 Platteville. And a timeout called by Wisconsin Dells with 16:38 remaining in the First Supply first half. We're brought to you by Pizzeria Uno, the Annex and the Back Bar. Southwest Wisconsin's favorite way to celebrate the postseason is pizza and drinks at Pizzeria Uno in the Annex in Platteville. The Back 9 Golf Simulator in Platteville. You can play Augusta right here at home. Find the Back 9 on Facebook for details. The Back 9 Golf Simulator, Business 151 in Platteville. Anderson River Truett in Dubuque, powering our audio stream. Anderson River Truett in Dubuque when you are ready. And we're brought to you by Community First Bank. For you, the communities where you live, work, and play. Experience for yourself the difference at Community First Bank, cfbank.com, member FDIC. 6-0 Platteville. Not even 90 seconds into the First Supply first half. Over at the left wing, picked up by Hurst. Now, Haken Roshold, 6'5 senior, 3.1 points a game. All 5 starters are new from last year for the Dells, and a 3 missed by Jensen. And Platteville gets the rebound. Here is Tasher with Jensen guarding him. This is Tasher again into McLean and hits the basket. No foul call. But Platteville will take that. They're leading 8-0 with 15:50 left in the first half. Jensen drives. May have been deflected by McLean. Back the other way. Laid up and a miss. And will go to Wisconsin Dells. Wisconsin Dells last year, as mentioned, they were unbeaten in the South Central, but got beat in the regional final. 2 fewer wins this year, but farther in the postseason. Most coaches would take that, obviously. Jensen across half court, picked up by Roshold. Top of the silo, 3, and a miss, and a rebound by McLean. Here is Tashner. And a right wing 3, bullseye for Edge. Edge with 25 in the win over Lodi Saturday night, 11-0 Platteville. And we're 3 minutes into the first half until finally a basket. Roshold hits the 3, and it's 11-3 Platteville. 14:50 left first half. Fake 3, bad pass. And that will roll out of bounds, and a turnover on Platteville with 14:43 left in the first half. Russell Law Offices is here to assist you as your local legal representation. Call for a consultation to discuss personal injury, estate planning, family law, criminal defense, probate administration, and more. Proudly serving Southern Wisconsin. Russell Law Offices. Mount City Bank's total line of credit allows you to use the equity in your home to do the things you want. Stop in at Mount City Bank to apply. Offer subject to approval. Member FDIC and equal housing lender. Learn more at mountcitybank.com. Jensen. Correction, that's Burgee. And will that count or not? First foul of the game is on David Edge. Burgee at the foul line this season, a 68% shooter. Came into the game averaging 8.3 points, 4.1 rebounds a game, and it's 11-4. And it's 11-5. 14:35 left first half. Tasher with, looks like they were looking at a trap at half court. Dells likes to press. The 3 doesn't go for Edge. And Wisconsin Dells on the rebound, and here comes Burgee. Out to Jensen, and Jensen misses. And a bomb pass from McLean is intercepted. Well, Zach McLean used to be a quarterback in high school in football before he became a tight end, but the pass a little hot there, and a traveling call. Turnover begets another 4 minutes into the first half. 11-5 Platteville. We're brought to you by Tim Slack Auction and Realty, our postseason YouTube sponsor. Whether you're buying or selling, call Tim, Kathy, Chase, and their staff today. Tim Slack Auction and Realty, Lancaster and Fenimore. Ludlam gets his shot blocked, and Burgee comes up with it. And Roshold to the corner. Platteville fans standing. Probably going to have to do that before we're done here. Burgee in the lane. And here is Jensen for 3. And it's 11-8. 13:23 left first half. Platteville has outscored since going up 11-0. So that's 11-0 for Platteville, followed by 8-0 for Wisconsin Dells. And that won't go, but McLean there for the rebound. That won't go, but McLean there for the rebound, and he'll go to the foul line. with 13:03 left in the first supply first half. The Queen Bee Radio Sports SoundCloud page. Listen back to recordings of previous sportscasts anytime and on demand. SoundCloud.com/Queen Bee Radio Sports. First foul on Deegan Jensen. And McLean, who has really improved his free throw shooting from last year, 64% coming into tonight. And that ends the 8-0 Wisconsin Dells run. It's 12-8. And it's 13-8. 13:03 remaining, first supply, first half. And here comes White with it. Dropped but then picked up. And White again gets it up top. Platteville in a man. Well, now it looks sort of like a zone, and Ward misses the three. And back comes Tashner, splits the defenders, got a block, but gets it back out. And then Edge, and he goes to the foul line. First foul on Brady Young. And David Edge, 46% from the foul line. He had 25 points in the win Saturday night. And he had to not just score, but also do a lot of rebounding work. And it's 14-8 Platteville. And the reason for that was, of course, the foul trouble that Lucas Lidlum and Zach McLean got into. But he was more than equal to the task. And it's 15-8 Platteville. 12:30 remaining first supply first half. Raschel to Ward. And now the underhand and a miss by White. And Platteville gets that rebound, almost a steal. And almost another steal. Well, Mike Hoosier did say, and you couldn't hear the whole thing on the Raleigh Cheese pregame show, but they do like to press, Wisconsin Dells does. And in fact, that's basically what Brad Rolling said in the pregame as well. And here's Tashner. Of course, Platteville is not averse to doing that either. And they typically, especially in the postseason, have tried to amp up the tempo. Edge almost got it stuck. Lost the rebound, and it'll go back to the Dells. Right? Or, well, now we have a delay for some reason. And David Edge is going to leave. Blood issue, possibly. Simon Babel back in for the Hillman. 12 minutes left. First supply, first half. Platteville leading 15-8. Astria Connect for high-speed internet options, customized to meet your home and business needs. Visit AstriaConnect.com. And the left wing three for Young. And it's 15-11. Platteville by 4, 11:44 left first supply, first half. Quick pass to the corner. Now Tashner. And a three from Myron Ryder does not go. Foul on the rebound on Babel. Probably his first. Each team now with 2 team fouls. McNett Electric can assist you with all your electrical needs. Chip and his crew at McNett Electric are on call and ready to help you with your agricultural, commercial, residential electrical needs. McNett Electric in Belmont. Here's Young, another three. But this one off the mark. Offensive rebound, though, and a foul. And the Platteville student section, some incredulity. You can see him in the lower left corner. Tasher called for his first foul. Platteville now with 3 in the first supply, first half. And what happened there? Dells obviously thought that ball was tipped. It wasn't. And so an unforced turnover. And here's Tashner for the Hillman. And Ryder. Boy, has Myron Ryder had a great postseason. Tashner. And a three. In and out for Babel. McLean tries to get the rebound. Does. And it's 17-11 Platteville. 11 minutes left for Supply first half. Well, McLean is doing what he's been doing in the postseason and against the Dells the first time. Driving and scoring, there is Jensen. And it's 17-13. Tasher again, looks like they're trying a trap, almost, well, an effort. Now that is a steal. Grabbed away by Roschold and a foul. And that'll be Tasher's second foul. Fourth on Platteville in the first Supply first half. We're brought to you by Bytech Resource Management, or Greenerway Bytech Resource Management of Monroe, and Brian's Auto Body and Paint Specialists in Lancaster. Nothing like a ball dropping, hanging up and going down. Roschold at the line, 9 of 14 coming into tonight. Nathan Mumm, 6'1" senior, 2.3 points a game. He had 5 the last time these two teams played. He also had 8 in the win over Boston. Both free throws good, 17-15. And Raphael Burgee back in for the Dells. 10:31 left first Supply first half. Sloan Implement, your official John Deere dealer in Bloomington, Cuba City, Montford, and at Sloans.com. And Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors, Belmont, Prairie du Chien, and at carriesguttersanddoors.com. Here's Ryder. He was a big help Saturday night, also after Ludlam got into foul trouble. Mumm, edge, drive, and a hang-up, and Burgee comes up with a steal. And now driving in, another block. White got blocked out of there by McLean. I think that's 3 or 4 blocks already for Zach McLean, who averages 2.3 blocks a game. Picked up by Young. Young almost dribbled it out of bounds. But he got it over to Jensen, and now Young gets it back. Young for the foul line. Rebound, Mumm. Ryder brings it up to Edge. Back to Ryder. 9:38 left first Supply first half. Ryder started a couple games at the beginning of the year due to injury with Garrison Tasher. Remember, he missed the first couple of games in the season due to injury. McLean inside. Gets fouled. First foul on Ward. 30 fouls on Wisconsin Dells in the first Supply first half. Another 2 free throws for McLean. He hit the first 2 and gets the English on this one. Bouse Electric bring you tonight's game. Call Brad Adrian and Josh Pusher at Bouse Electric, Lancaster, and Fenimore. We're also brought to you by Rundy Plumbing and Heating in Belmont. For all your agricultural, commercial, and residential needs, call Rundy Plumbing and Heating in Belmont. Battle for the rebound, and the Dells gets it. You might remember, Wisconsin Dells Zenith in basketball was in the late 80s when they went to state in back-to-back years, won it in 87. You might remember they had a guard named TJ Van Wee. And the 3 doesn't go for White, but Burgee gets the rebound. Into the lane, Ward. Rebound, McLean. And almost, that is a steal on a deflected pass. And missing the 3, Jensen. Correction, White. Ryder. And in the corner, Edge into McLean. And it's 20-15 Platteville. 8:20 left, first supply, first half. And the ball tipped out of bounds. It'll go back to the Dells. The Pregame Radio Sports High School Sports Roundup is our weekly high school sports show covering everything in our area's high school sports scene, including highlights, recaps, previews, interviews, and more. New episodes every Thursday at the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube and SoundCloud channels. 8:18 remaining, first supply, first half. Platteville, which led 11-0 off the bat, now leads 20-15. We figure, obviously, they're going to score eventually. And the backdoor layup, good for White. 2017. And Ryder loses it out of bounds. I think Young tipped it, but then Ryder touched it again. And so the turnover with 7:56 left in the first supply, first half. Here's Birgie. Birgie will try to drive, and then the three for the tie. Brady Young, and we're tied at 20. 7:40 left, first supply, first half, and then Ryder, and trying to steal it was Young, but he dribbled it on the end line, and Platteville wants a timeout. So the Hillmen called their first timeout. It's a 30. 7:37 left, first supply, first half. Each team has called a timeout. We're brought to you by First Supply of Platteville, our first half sponsor, and your total commercial plumbing and heating wholesale outlet with quality parts or needing. The experts rely on First Supply in Platteville. Also brought to you by Clare Bank, where there are 8 locations in Southwest Wisconsin. Clare Bank, where they say, we can do that. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender. We're also brought to you by Steve Stevens. Steve Stevens, a proud supporter of Platteville High School basketball, wishing good luck and tournament success to all Platteville student athletes. We're tied at 20. Wisconsin Dells and Platteville. With 7:37 left in the first supply, first half. After Platteville got off to an 11-0 lead. And the simple answer is it's tough to sustain that sort of thing. You knew Wisconsin Dells was going to get their act in gear, and they did. Here's the pass in, back out. Tasher for three. One thing Platteville is not doing is getting rebounds by people other than McLean. And Jensen goes coast to coast and gives Wisconsin Dells its first lead, 22-20, 7:12 left, first supply, first half. Keegan Coffey into the game for Platteville, 6'3" senior. And underneath, we're tied. Lucas Ludlam got open underneath, and Grandma Diane's happy about that. We're tied at 22, 6:52 left, first supply, first half. The drive, and the Dells has the lead back. Roschold makes it 24-22. Here's Ludlam to edge. And Tashner. That looks like a zone now by Wisconsin Dells. A 3-2, it looks like. Edge to Tashner for three. I don't think Platteville hit 1-3 yet, other than the one, but they get the rebound and head to the foul line. With 6:11 left, first supply, first half, Davin Edge back to the line. Roschold called for his first foul. Burgie called for his first foul. And Edge makes it 24-23. McLean got a breather and now is back in, and Keegan Coffey takes a seat. Allied Stone is a locally owned family company for over 28 years. At Allied, we can handle all your topsoil, egg laying, and aggregate needs. For all your spring projects, call Allied today. And Edge ties the game at 24. 6:07 remaining, first supply, first half. Rasholt takes the three. Over to White. Now Rasholt takes the three and hits it. 27-24. Wisconsin Dells its largest lead, 3 points, 5:46 left. First supply, first half. Tashner. And the ball tipped and stolen. And here is White with it. And then over to Rasholt for three. And Tashner gets the rebound. And Tashner, and the three. Bullseye for David Edge. And we're tied at 27, 5:10 left, first supply, first half. Jensen over to Burgee, and Burgee misses. McLean got the rebound. Here's Tashner, Edge, and then back out. McLean inside, manages to get it back. Tashner now will drive, or back to McLean, or actually Babel. And Platteville has the lead back, 29-27. And a timeout called by Wisconsin Dells. Another 30. 4:37 remaining, first supply, first half. Southwest Health's Darlington Clinic is now open, providing eye, OBGYN, ENT care, plus physical therapy and speech therapy to the Darlington community. The Southwest Health Darlington Clinic, conveniently located on State Highway 81 off Tamer Run Road, and is accepting new patients. The Ticket in Platteville, they have the best wings in the Tri-States, and the rest of the menu is awesome too. Check out the new arcade in the basement. The Ticket, Sports Bar and Grill in Platteville. Richie Implement recognized all high school athletes. High school athletics offers opportunities for sportsmanship, leadership, and personal growth. Richie Implement with locations in Cobb, Barneveld, Darlington, and Lancaster. 4:37 remaining, first supply, first half. Platteville with a 29-27 lead. They started off up 11-0. Wisconsin Dells' largest lead is 3. And here's Rasholt. And Burgee short on the layup, and McLean there for another rebound. And here's Ryder back in the game. Can't see who's in the corner because of the Wisconsin Dells students, and a foul. With 4:14 left in the first supply, first half. Rasholt call for his first, that's 5 on Wisconsin Dells. If I really need to see, I'm going to have to stand up on my chair, I think, to see in the corner there. Of course, it's the same in the other direction because both the Platteville students and the Wisconsin Dells students are standing and will probably the whole game. McLean. And Babel. Ryder. Should be Ludlam over there, I think. And the three. Bullseye for Edge. David Edge. Platteville back up 5. 32-27. 3:55 left first supply, first half, and then laying it up and in is Deegan Jensen. And it's 32-29. McLean again. Well, it's hard to stop somebody who's 6'9" and can play. 34-29. 3.5 minutes left first supply, first half. No charge called. Rasholt and Ward up top. Rasholt to the foul line. And the three for Jensen and Platteville now. Now they are the ones who are getting all the rebounds. Here's Edge. Ryder. Edge. McLean. Ryder again. And Edge for three. or Babel actually, but McLean on the rebound. Ryder for three. And another rebound, this by Ryder, and he lays it in. And Platteville up 36-29. 2:45 left for supply first half. And almost stolen by Edge. Great defensive play there. Tasher back in. 2:40 left for supply first half. We're brought to you by Doodles Pub and Eatery in Lancaster. Follow them on Facebook for daily lunch specials. Doodles on the Square in Lancaster. 2:40 left for supply first half. Platteville with its largest lead since 11-0. It's 36-29. Now it's 36-31 as Jensen lays it in. And then the ball tipped out of bounds into the Dell's bench. And Bergie had stepped out, now he's back in. And Ward takes a seat for the Chiefs. Yeah, TJ Van Wee, starting point guard on two state teams at Wisconsin Dells, and he ended up going to UW Platteville. And he ended up being Bo Ryan's point guard who won a national championship, the first one of the four. The three from the corner doesn't go. And back comes Rosholt. And here's White. Back to Rosholt for three. And Ryder chases down the rebound. Almost thrown away, but they keep it somehow. Edge. He's going to grow a couple inches if they keep throwing passes like that to him. Tashner out to Edge. Now Ludlam's in the corner. This is Edge, or Tashner. 1:33 left for supply first half. McLean gets past the defender and the back door. 38-31 Platteville. A minute 23 left for supply first half. Charge! Oh, they call a block. Well, he must not have been set, Tasher, and that's going to be his third foul. So he's definitely done the rest of the first half. Brady Young back in for Wisconsin Dells. Babel back in for Platteville. 1:18 left for supply first half. One thing that they want to do, almost a steal, foul instead. Ryder's first. That's 6 team fouls. And Jensen, who is a 71% foul shooter, will shoot the 2 shots. Next foul will put, the next Platteville foul will put the Dells in the bonus the rest of the first half. One thing Platteville does not want to do is what happened to them in the 2 regional games, which is that they gave up a shot, a 3-pointer at the very end of the first half. That gave Boston a 5-point lead and got Lodi within 6. 1 of 2 free throws makes it 38-32 Platteville with a minute 11 left for supply first half, but a ball tipped out of bounds. K&K Floors in Platteville proudly supports Platteville Hillman basketball, and they wish all Platteville student athletes good luck and success in the coming season. K&K Floors in Platteville, family-owned business, installing your flooring since 1954. The Dells comes up with a steal. Bergie, and now Jensen, and he will go to the foul line with 56.7 seconds left in the first supply first half. And Babel now has his second foul. And Jensen back to the line for 2. (38-33). Nathan Mumm in. And Babel takes a seat. Both free throws good. 38-34, Platteville by 4. 56 seconds left. First supply, first half. Edge to Ryder. Ludlum. Platteville, well, maybe not. Here's a shot underneath, blocked. Edge will go back to the foul line with 39.5 seconds left in the first supply, first half. I kind of thought Platteville might try to burn off the last seconds, but the opportunity presented itself. Second foul on Rosholt, 6 on Wisconsin Dells in the first supply, first half. (39-34).
Brady Young returns for the Chiefs.
Brady Young in for Rosholt. And lane violation on Wisconsin Dells, so he'll get a do-over. It's like the old NBA 3 to make 2 rule. Well, both second and second B free throws miss. So it's 39-34 Platteville, 30 seconds left in the first supply, first half. And Platteville, as mentioned, they want to prevent that half-ending 3 that got them both times in the 2 regional games. 17 seconds left first half. Here's Jensen to Hurst. 9 seconds. And a steal. Well, they won't score at the half. Dells won't. And neither will Platteville. And that ends the first supply, first half, which was brought to you by First Supply of Platteville, your total commercial plumbing and heating wholesale outlet. When quality parts are needed, the experts rely on First Supply in Platteville. We are also brought to you by Grady Electric in Platteville, specializing in residential, agricultural, and commercial wiring. For new construction, repairs, or maintenance, you can count on Grady Electric to make your electrical concerns go away. And we're brought to you by Bush Insurance, a proud partner of Beacon Insurance Company, supporting our Platteville athletes and their families. At the half, 39-34, Platteville leads Wisconsin Dells. We're going to enjoy the bands and come right back on the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel, powered in the postseason by Tim Slack Auction and Realty. Regional Health Center and People's State Bank coverage of high school basketball, presented by Myers Heating and Cooling, Myers Home Comfort Solutions, and Wolf Construction on the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel, powered for the postseason by Tim Slack Auction and Realty. Time for the Peterson Agency halftime report, presented by the Peterson Agency in Argyle. Brian Peterson specializes in home, farm, auto, and umbrella policies. Zach McLean has 3 or 4 block shots, and I forgot to mention that they are all not just block shots, they are Big Block Midwest Realty block shots. See Gerard Abbing at Big Block Midwest. Time for the Peterson Agency halftime report, which I already mentioned, and Platteville with a 39-34 lead on Wisconsin Dells. David Edge leads Platteville with 14 points. He's basically picking up where he left off in the regional final win over Lodi Saturday night. Zach McLean, 11 points. Wisconsin Dells did not really have an answer for him the first time, and they don't either tonight. Simon Babel with 6. Lucas Ludlam with 2. Myron Ryder with 2 off the bench. Garrison Tasher with 2 points and 3 fouls. For Wisconsin Dells, Deegan Jensen with 14 points. Brady Young with 8. Hakan Roschel with 7 points. Raphael Burgi with 2. And Riley White with 2. Pretty good free throw shooting. Platteville 8 of 11. And Wisconsin Dells 7 of 8. That's really good, as a matter of fact, from the foul line. Again, the winner will take on Lake Mills or Lakeside Lutheran in the sectional final Saturday. If Platteville wins, the game will be at Wisconsin Dells. We'll have it for you on AM 1590 WPBL and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. If Wisconsin Dells wins, then the sectional final will be at Baraboo Saturday afternoon. Let us check the Shoebox scoreboard, presented by the Shoebox in Black Earth, the largest independent shoe store in the Midwest. At the half, Mineral Point leads Darlington 26-22. That is on Extreme 107.1. Winner of that game, by the way, will take on Marshall or Randolph. They are playing tonight in Partyville. And in Division 5 at the half, Cashton leads Potosi 30-23. That is on 97.7 Country WGLR and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. And that winner will take on Royal or Marshfield Columbus. They are playing tonight at Adams Friendship. We should get you a Badger score, I would think. And that's not where I get it, but let's just see if we can come up with a Badger score for quickly here. That is on, by the way, AM 1590 WPBL. And don't forget, coming up, state tournament basketball, Cuba City and Chippewa Falls McDonald. And here we go. 4:14 remaining in the second half, and Wisconsin leads Rutgers 68-57. And again, that's on AM 1590 WPBL. And again, coming up, Cuba City and Chippewa Falls McDonald Central on Super Hits 106. Tomorrow morning, Moore State, breakfast at the Fieldhouse. Albany Monticello and Argyle Pecatonica, 2 first-year co-op teams in the same conference, the Six Rivers East, and they're playing at State. 8:45 tomorrow morning, or thereabouts, on 97.7 Country WGLR. Obviously, anybody who wins tonight will follow Saturday, along with Argyle Pecatonica if they win Friday. By anyway, I mean at our local teams, and we should be able to clear all that up at the end tonight during the Culver's cool down. Tonight's game brought to you by Claire Bank with their 8 locations in Southwest Wisconsin. Claire Bank, where they say we can do that, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender. We're also brought to you by Southwest Health Darlington Clinic, now open, providing OBGYN, ENT care, physical therapy, and speech therapy to the Darlington community. The Southwest Health Darlington Clinic, conveniently located on State Highway 81 off Tama Run Road. They are accepting new patients. Allied Stone is a locally owned company, family company for over 28 years. At Allied, we can handle all your topsoil, egg, lime, and aggregate needs for all your spring projects. Call Allied today. The Ticket Bar and Grill in Platteville, they have the best wings in the tri-states, and the rest of the menu is awesome too. Check out the new arcade in the basement. The Ticket Sports Bar and Grill in Platteville. Steve Stevens is a proud sponsor of Platteville High School basketball, wishing good luck and tournament success to all Platteville student athletes. And we're brought to you by Richie Implement, recognizing all high school athletes. High school athletics offers opportunity for sportsmanship, leadership, and personal growth. Richie Implement, locations in Cobb, Platteville, Darlington, and Lancaster. We're about 2 minutes from the start of the second half. Platteville leading Wisconsin Dells 39-34. Winner again gets either Lake Mills or Lakeside Lutheran. Those are two teams in the Capital North Conference. Kind of funny, Lakeside Lutheran got the #1 seed, but they didn't win the conference. Lake Mills did. Although Lakeside, interestingly, has a better overall record, 24-2 versus 23-3 for Lake Mills. And that's coming up for the winner of this game Saturday. And as mentioned, if Platteville wins, the game will be at Wisconsin Dells. And we'll have it for you on AM 1590 WPBL and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. And if Wisconsin Dells wins, because WIAA doesn't think that a sectional host should also play there, that they will move the game to Baraboo. And that will be Saturday afternoon, 1 o'clock in either case. Platteville is trying for its first sectional final trip since 1993. And that was a team that kind of came out of nowhere because the 93 Hillmen did not win their conference. At the time, that was the large division of the Southwest Wisconsin Athletic League. Cuba City and Dodgeville tied for the title. That was the year that Dodgeville went to state for the first time with Chuck Tank as the coach. But those two teams were in Division III. Platteville was in Division II and surprised everybody. Despite a 500 regular season, they got to the sectional final before losing to Baraboo 68-60. Second half. And Wisconsin Dells left to right from the perspective of the Wolf Construction broadcast table. And here's Burgee outside and then picked up. And Ward with it. And at the foul line, Young, or just inside the foul line, Riley White. And it's 39-36. Wide open, but not taking the shot. Now Tasher does the three. Bullseye. 42-36, Platteville. 40 seconds into the last half of somebody's basketball season. And careers in the case of all the seniors. Burgee doesn't get it. McLean rebounds. Boy, did he have a first half. Not just in scoring, but in rebounds, and he had 3 block shots, which are, of course, Big Block Midwest Realty block shots, and he scores again! And heads to the foul line. Ward called for his second foul, first of the second half by Wisconsin Dells. And the free throw rims out, but Babel gets the rebound but loses it out. Well, oh no, they got the timeout in. So Platteville saves the possession and calls a 30-second timeout. Each team now with 3 30-second timeouts. And the Platteville band, wow, seems to me, I remember somebody who was a guitar player who played this for the last time that a Platteville team got to state in basketball, which was, of course, the 2020 girls. They were brought to you by Doolow's Pub and Eatery in Lancaster. Follow them on Facebook for daily lunch specials. Doolow's on the Square in Lancaster. The funny thing is, I remember electric guitars used to be banned by the WIAA for games, for band play, and now they don't ban them anymore. McLean out to Tashner. Looks like maybe a matchup zone now, or maybe a combination. Burgee steals it, loses the handle, but it was tipped out of his hands. It'll go back to the Chiefs. Bush Insurance, a proud partner of Pekin Insurance Company, supporting our Platteville athletes and their families. That was White. Here is White for three. And the rebound, not grabbed by McLean, but it was Babel, it was actually Ludlam this time. And fighting his way in is Lucas Ludlam, and it's 46-36. Platteville has not had this size lead since it was 11-0. Wide open three, good for Ward. And it's 46-39. Tashner, Ludlam, Tashner. Never any fear from him driving the lane. Tashner for three. Bullseye! 49-39. Platteville back up 10. With 15:36 left in the second half. And then driving in and scoring is Deegan Jensen to make it 49-41. And this is Edge. And Edge gets called for the charge. That'll be Davin's second foul, first of the second half on Platteville. They were brought to you by Granny Electric in Platteville, specializing in residential, agricultural, commercial wiring for new construction, repairs, or maintenance. You can count on Granny Electric to make your electrical concerns go away. Also, K&K Floors in Platteville, proudly supporting Platteville women basketball and wishing all Platteville student athletes good luck and success in the coming season. K&K Floors in Platteville, family-owned business, installing your flooring since 1954. And the miss, but the rebound. And Young scores 49-43. Tasher. Ludlam back to Tasher. Drives in for two. 51-43. As I said, Tasher he's the shortest guy out there usually, but has no fear about driving against the bigger guys. Ward for three. That's 51-46. 14.5 minutes left in the second half. And here's Tashner. Ludlam. Yeah, that was Babel. Tasher again rattles out. And here comes White, excuse me. And White gets past McLean for two. And it's 51-48. Platteville's lead was 10, now it's 3 with 13:53 left in the second half. Tip pass, but grabbed by Babel. And then another for McLean and a foul. Yeah, that's Young's second foul. Second on the Chiefs. Actually, that was not McLean. Edge. He can rebound and score too, and it's 54-48. 13:38 left, second half. Young, Ward, back to Young, tip pass, and grabbed by Rosholt, and then he walked. 13:24 left, second half. Grand Regional Health Center's Ortho team, Dr. Brad Binsfeld at 8 Stoco PAC, provide exceptional care for sports-related injuries. Grand Regional Health Center, experience the difference. Now it looks like a man-to-man press, or at least it was. McLean, 2, 56-48. They might just feed it to him the rest of the night. Here's White. And White lays it up and in. 56-50. 12:50 left, second half. Tasher splits the defenders, gets his own rebound off the miss, and a reset for Platteville. Ludlam to Tasher for three, bullseye! 59-50, 12:26 left, second half. Stripped of the ball was Young, Platteville foul. And the fans in front of us disagree vociferously because that's Tasher's fourth foul. And Jensen will shoot 2. And Tasher standing in front of Mike Hoosier. And Nathan Mumm back in, so is Myron Ryder. And Babel will take a seat. Myers Heating and Cooling, servicing Southwest Wisconsin since 1999. Myers Heating and Cooling, where they say, don't worry, we got this. Jensen misses the second free throw, so 1 of 2. Makes it 59-51, 12:14 left, second half, and Ryder walked. Platteville's largest lead was 10 points after the 11-0 start. Wisconsin Dells' largest lead in this game, 3. Driving and missing is Jensen. And Ward is fouled. Platteville fans again don't care for that call. First foul on Nathan Mumm. Ward at the line, 70.5% coming into tonight. And we are brought to you by Warco Transportation of Bloomington. Get away at Warco Transportation. Learn more at warcotransportation.com. Warco Transportation in Bloomington. And a timeout called by Wisconsin Dells. That leaves them with 2. And Platteville with 3. We're brought to you by Platteville Collision Center. Expert color matching, frame and unibody straightening, and baked on finishing to keep paint shining longer. Platteville Collision Center, East Mineral Street. .12:01 left, second half. And it is 59-51 Platteville, as they try for their first trip to the sectional final since 1993. And both free throws miss. And Platteville gets the rebound. Ryder, edge for 3. Bullseye! Well, that Wisconsin Dells timeout worked great for Platteville at 62-51. And Platteville now has a tie for its largest lead of the game. And that was at 11-0, and missing is Jensen. Foul. With 11:31 left in the second half. And that'll be the third foul on Ward. And the third foul on Wisconsin Dells in the second half. Pizzeria Uno, the Annex, and the back bar. Southwest Wisconsin's favorite way to celebrate the postseason is pizza and drinks at Pizzeria Uno and the Annex in Platteville. Here's Edge. Tipped out of bounds. 11:19 left second half. Anderson Weber, Troy and Dubuque, powering our audio stream. Anderson Weber, Troy and Dubuque when you are ready. Into the backcourt, this is Ryder. Edge, McLean. They have no answer for McLean, absolutely none. And Platteville has its largest lead, 64-51, as we come down to 11 minutes left in the second half. And then Jensen's drive got blocked, or actually it hit the bottom of the backboard and went out of bounds. Babel back in, Mum takes a seat. 10:56 left second half. The Back Nine Golf Simulator in Platteville. You can play Augusta right here at home. Find the Back Nine on Facebook for details. The Back Nine Golf Simulator, Business 151 in Platteville. Inbounds comes to Edge. And a foul as Ludlam drove toward the lane. That'll be the fourth team foul on Wisconsin Dells. And the second foul on Burgee. And underneath a foul, McLean again. How many points does McLean have? Let's check real quick here. Third foul on Roschold. 19 points for Zach McLean. He'll get 2 free throws. Might be talking to him if this keeps up in the Culver's cool down. This is the first free throw. Jensen in. Neither free throw goes in, so McLean stuck at 19. Roschold rebounds. 10:44 left second half. Platteville up 13, 64-51. Ryder tipped it out of bounds. Back it'll go to Wisconsin Dells. Community First Bank for you in the communities where you live, work, and play. Experience for yourself the difference of Community First Bank. CFBank.com, member FDIC. And Ryder is going to force a timeout for Wisconsin Dells, and that leaves them with 1. Wow. So the Dells with 1 timeout, Platteville with 3. Platteville leading 64-51, 10:40 left in the second half. Hermson's Ace Hardware and Home Center in Bloomington. And Hermson's Ace Hardware at the bottom of Main in Platteville. See Hermson's for the perfect paint for your next project. Hermson's Ace Hardware, Bloomington and Platteville. Russell Law Offices is here to assist you as your local legal representation. Call for a consultation to discuss personal injury, estate planning, family law, criminal defense, probate administration, and more. Proudly serving Southern Wisconsin, Russell Law Offices. Mountain City Bank's total line of credit allows you to use the equity in your home to do the things you want. Stop in a Mountain City Bank to apply. Offer subject to approval. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender. Learn more at mountaincitybank.com. And we're brought to you by Rundy Plumbing and Heating in Belmont for all your agricultural, commercial, and residential needs. Call Rundy Plumbing and Heating in Belmont. 10:40 left, second half. 64-51. Platteville leading Wisconsin Dells. Winner gets Lakeside Lutheran, the number 1 seed in the other half of the bracket, or Lake Mills, the number 2 seed. Saturday, if Platteville wins, it's at Wisconsin Dells, and if Wisconsin Dells wins, it's at Baraboo. Rasholt. And dribbling with the ball now, White. White to the lane. And the three from the corner misses everything. And Ludlam chases down the rebound. Ludlam with 10:13 left second half. Ryder. Ludlam, Babel for three. And Berge comes up with a rebound. And takes it in and a foul. With 9:56 left in the second half. Simon Babel now with 3 fouls. 14 fouls on Platteville, 5 on Wisconsin Dells. 2 free throws for Berge, who had 2 points at the half. He'll get another. And he missed both. And McLean rebounds. 9:50 left second half. Here's Edge left wing. Then out to Ludlam, back to Edge. Babel, Edge. Into McLean. Wow. He's having a career night tonight. He's got 21. And at 66-51, Platteville extends its largest lead to 15 with 9:25 left in the second half. NBA three doesn't go for White. Ryder out to Edge. Back to Ryder. Babel at the foul line. Babel. Ludlam drives, rolled off. And the rebound by Rochel with 9 minutes left in the second half. White goes into the lane, misses. And the rebound grabbed by Ludlam. Or Babel, excuse me. And what do they call? And now Babel with 4 fouls. They call the charge. So he's got 4, and Tasher has 4. And the bench getting a workout for Platteville. Into the game for the first time is Gavin Votes, 5'10 senior, averaging 1 point and 1 rebound a game. Berge. Fake 3 by Rosholt. Taken 3. And scoring is White. 66-54. 8:25 left second half. A lot of time left, obviously. And driving Edge, but misses. And back comes Berge. And Berge makes it a 10-point ball game just like that. 66-56. And the 3 for Edge, bullseye. 69-56, timeout Platteville. It'll be a full timeout. They are left with 2 timeouts. And I could have sworn, maybe I was wrong about this, that Wisconsin Dells had 1 timeout left, but the scoreboard says 2. Both teams, 5 team fouls. And again, Tashner and Babel, 4 fouls each for Platteville. 2 seniors who do not want their careers to end tonight, but Platteville leading 69-56 with 7:55 left in the second half. Claire Bank, where there are 8 locations in Southwest Wisconsin. Claire Bank, where they say we can do that, member FDIC. Also brought to you by Ritchie Implement. They recognize all high school athletes. High school athletics offers opportunities for sportsmanship, leadership, and personal growth. Richie Implement locations in Cobb, Barneveld, Darlington, and Lancaster. 7:55 left in the second half. Platteville leading Wisconsin-Dells 69-56. Winner gets Lake Mills or Lakeside Lutheran Saturday. And if Platteville wins, they head to the Dells and will be there on AM 1590 WPVL and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Here is Young, and Young puts it up and in to make it 69-58. Votes to Ludlam, and Edge. Ludlam and Votes almost stolen, but tipped. That was Ward tipping it, but Platteville got it back. Lob pass from Ryder back to Ludlam, and here's Votes. Ludlam, Ryder, tried to get it into McLean, and the pass stolen by Rosholt with 7:05 left in the second half. Here is Burgee. Burgee wants to go in on McLean and does. 69-60 with 6:50 left in the second half. Ludlam to Ryder, or to Edge, back to Ludlam. Here's Ryder. And McLean, Edge, tipped out of his hands from behind due to a foul with 6:37 left in the second half. And now that's 4 on Rosholt. That is also 6 fouls on Wisconsin-Dells, so one more puts Platteville to the line the rest of the way. Garrison Tasher with 4 fouls back in, replacing Myron Ryder. Tip pass ends up in Platteville's hands. Ludlam got it. Here's Votes. Tasher from the foul line. And the rebound grab by Rosholt. And here is Jensen. Rosholt. And now picked up by Jensen, or Burgee, excuse me. And the 3 hit the side of the backboard. Edge with the rebound. 6 minutes left second half. Platteville by 9. Almost lost out of bounds. Tasher managed to get it over to Edge, and it was tipped out of his hands and out of bounds. 5:52 left in the second half. Edge inbounds. And dribbling out of it, Tashner. Platteville wanted a foul call, did not get it. Here's Edge, Tashner. Ludlam. And Brad Rolling yelling at his team to come out on defense. Here's McLean. And Ludlam's going to bring it out. Tashner back to Ludlam. Votes, and offensive foul underneath. Must be on McLean. But how about this? That is Zach McLean's first foul of the game. That is also the 6th team foul. So each team will head to the bonus on the other team's foul. Burgee across half court. 5:14 left second half. Spin move, but a miss. Votes rebounds. Tashner. Ludlam, bullseye! 72-60 with 5 minutes left in the second half. And the drive at a basket, good for Jensen to make it 72-62. 4:47 left second half. Ludlam to Tashner. Votes. Over to Ludlam. And Platteville tried to burn the last 4:23 off. And into McLean! 74-62, 4:15 left. Platteville tried for its first sectional final trip since 1993, and the miss by Rosholt. And down to Ludlam for two. 76-62, timeout Wisconsin Dells. And that will leave them with one. And Platteville, the Platteville band, I would have to think they get to go to Wisconsin Dells if Platteville wins. Certainly if Platteville wins, we are going to Wisconsin Dells. That'll be about a 12:40 or so start. Saturday afternoon, if this is how it ends up. And that will be on AM 1590 WPVL and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Meanwhile, on the Shoebox scoreboard, presented by the Shoebox in Black Earth, the largest independent shoe store in the Midwest. And yes, if you need dress boots, you can get them there. How about this? Mineral Point beats Darlington 56-38. That was on Extreme 107.1. So Mineral Point heads to Saturday, and they will take on Marshall or Randolph in Portage. And we'll have that for you on Extreme 107.1. Don't forget Cuba City and Chippewa Falls McDonald from State and Green Bay on Super Hits 106. There's an air ball, or not an air ball, but a miss of a three. And Platteville. Here's Babel, who's also out there with 4 fouls in addition to Tashner. And Platteville's just going to play keep away now for the last 3:24. And edge. And slam for McLean. 78-62 Platteville. 3:10 left. And another block. Or they call it goaltending, so it is not a big block Midwest Realty block shot. C. Gerard Ebbing, big block Midwest. 78-64. Platteville with 3:10 left until a sectional final trip. Here's Edge. And out to Ludlam, and now to Tashner. And almost stolen. And then McLean for two. He's having a career night tonight. 80-64, 2:48 left. This is White. NBA three. Rebound Tashner. And laid up and in by Ludlam. 82-64, 2:26 left. Three for Brady Young, and he hits it. 82-67, 2:14 left. Ludlam. And now, not much that Wisconsin Dells can do, but be as hyper-aggressive as they can on defense, and Platteville's not cooperating. 2 minutes left. Babel, McLean. Not exactly a drive, but it works. 84-67, minute 47 left. Here's Jensen, in and out. Tasher rebounds. Here's Ludlam with 90 seconds left until a trip to the sectional final. And Platteville now just going to play keep away for the last 1:17 left. Platteville fans realize they're going to have plans Saturday afternoon. Babel. 1 minute left. Tasher to Babel. McLean. And a time out. I think this is just a substitution timeout, or well, we'll see. Actually, Wisconsin Dells looks like they're going to sub in some people possibly. With 51.5 seconds left. Well, we know we'll follow Mineral Point Saturday. And we'll be following Platteville Saturday also. So the substitution timeout. Wisconsin Dells has Isaiah Hanna Funmaker, 6'2 junior. Just brought him in with 40 seconds left. Here is Edge to Ludlam. And Babel, 26 seconds. Edge. And all you can do is chase him around now if you're Wisconsin Dells. Just wait for the season to end. And a whistle with 15.6 seconds left. And now Platteville, I think, has called a timeout. Each team now one timeout left. And let's see who, well, here's one, Cam Key, 5'10 senior. Nathan Mumm back in. Myron Ryder is in. And now everybody has to figure out the best way to get to Wisconsin Dells Saturday. 15.6 seconds left. Ryder will cross half court. 7 seconds left. And we will see you Saturday. Platteville defeats Wisconsin Dells 84-67 to make their first trip to the sectional final since 1993, in search of their first trip to state since 1967. Wisconsin Dells season ends. Very good season for a team that had no starters coming back. They end their season at 20-7. And Platteville, turns out Platteville has tied a record. With their win tonight, their 24th win of the season, they have tied a program record for the most wins in a season, tied with the 1967 state team, which went through the regular season and the playoffs up to state undefeated, ended the season at 24-2, and Platteville now at 24-3. Let's enjoy the Platteville bands. Platteville 84, Wisconsin Dells 67. And tonight's game brought to you by Southwest Health's Darlington Clinic. Now open, providing eye, OBGYN and ENT care, plus physical therapy and speech therapy to the Darlington community. The Southwest Health Darlington Clinic, conveniently located on State Highway 81 off Tabor Run Road, accepting new patients. Allied Stone is a locally owned family company for over 28 years. At Allied, we can handle all your topsoil, egg lime, and aggregate needs for all your spring projects. Call Allied today. The Ticket in Platteville, they have the best wings in the tri-states, and the rest of the menu is awesome too. Check out the new arcade in the basement, the Ticket Sports Bar and Grill in Platteville. And we're brought to you by Steve Stevens, a proud supporter of Platteville High School basketball, wishing good luck and tournament success to all Platteville student athletes. 84-67. Platteville the winner over Wisconsin Dells. And so the Hillmen will take on Lake Mills or Lakeside Lutheran in the sectional finals Saturday afternoon. We will have that for you at 12:40 or thereabouts on AM 1590 WPVL. Time for the Culver's Cool Down Postgame Show presented by Culver's in Dubuque, Goleta, and Platteville here on the Quimby Radio Sports YouTube channel, powered for the postseason by Tim Slack Auction and Realty. And while we await the final stats, we can tell you the scores tonight. And on the Shoebox scoreboard, presented by the Shoebox in Black Earth, the largest independent shoe store in the Midwest. And we will tell you that Mineral Point a winner tonight over Darlington, 56-38. That was on Extreme 107.1. And so the Pointers will play Randolph, a winner tonight over Marshall, 59-51. Also in Division 5 tonight, Cashton ends Potosí season, 69-46. That was on 97.7 Country WGLR. And at the moment, that's all the scores. Well, wait a minute, we have one more score. Wisconsin a winner tonight over Rutgers, 78-63. And that was on AM 1590 WPVL. And also we have, of course, state girls basketball. And Cuba City and Chippewa Falls McDonald Central. Is oh yes, that's right. They just announced congratulations to Platteville coach Mike Hoosier. Not only do they tie the record, as we pointed out, for wins in the season, but Mike Hoosier with a win tonight, his 200th win as the coach of the Hillmen. So congratulations to Mike. And so at any rate, all right, so again, so we will have, this is what we'll have Saturday. We'll have Platteville again against against either Lakeside Lutheran or Lake Mills, and that will be a 12:40 start. I believe it'll be on AM 1590 WPVL. That might change. And well, if it does, we'll announce that tomorrow. And I do know it'll be on the Quimby Radio Sports YouTube channel. We will also have Mineral Point and Randolph, and that will be Saturday at Portage, and we'll have that for you on Extreme 107.1 in the Quimby Radio Sports YouTube channel. Our crack statistician, Jadan Raish, who has gotten much more workout than she figured she would the last 3 games. Probably going to have to take her someplace for dinner tonight. Platteville led in scoring by Zach McLean with what I believe is a career-high 29 points. David Edge, 23 points. Garrison Casher with 10. 3 seniors clearly playing like they don't want their careers to end tonight. Also, Simon Babel with 6 points. Lucas Ludlam with 2. Myron Ryder, 2 off the bench. Actually, Ludlam with 5, excuse me. And for Wisconsin Dells, Deegan Jensen ends his career with 23 points. Jaron Ward ends his career. No, he doesn't. He's a junior. He'll be back. He's got 8 points. Riley White is a senior. His career ends with 8 points. Brady Young, a junior, he had 8 points. And Hakan Roschold ends his career with 7 points. Also, Carson Hurst played his last game tonight as well. And Wisconsin Dells' season ends. Platteville's season does not end. The Hillmen will take on either Lake Mills or Lakeside Lutheran on Saturday. We're waiting for Platteville coach Mike Hoosier to come down, or come up actually, where we are for the, we are still on, I believe. We might as well, while we're waiting for him, we might as well tell you the Tricor Turning Point, which is, as always, brought to you by Tricor Insurance. Insurance plans built for you, your family, and your business. Contact Tricor Insurance today. Well, the temptation is the 11-0 run, but that really wasn't it. That was at the beginning of the ball game, and in fact, Wisconsin Dells led by 3 at one point in the first half. So now I have to figure out what it is here. And all right, it's coming to me, I think. It was 59-51. Platteville by 8 with 12:19 left in the second half. From that point, Platteville got a 7-0 run, and that extended the lead to 66-51. Well, let's back up. All right, so back to 51-48. It was 51-48 with 14 minutes left in the second half, and then Platteville outscored Wisconsin Dells 15-3. That's what it was. So a 15-3 run in the second half gives Platteville the win on our Tricor Turning Point, presented by Tricor Insurance. Insurance plans built for you, your family, and your business. Contact Tricor Insurance today. And now we are joined by Platteville coach Mike Hoosier. First, congratulations. You were not living on a prayer that you get number 200 tonight, right?
No, it's memorable for sure, Steve. And our kids, I thought, were just fantastic, and especially in the second half when Wisconsin Dells came out and tried to pressure us. And we knew they would probably make some shots on us, but I thought in the second half we really contested better and wore them down. And just ecstatic for our young men and our assistants, our fan base, the alumni. When you say 200, Steve, a lot of young men have come through the program in my time, and without getting into a lot of names, I think back to my first team with Luke Ware and Sean Plemer and Kyle Fatzinger, and we told them at that time we were going to win some championships and go deep in the tournament. Unfortunately, they did not, but they put a lot of time into it, and then a lot of guys through the years. I mean, the Rohrbachs, the Nices, 4 Taschners now, or 3 Taschners have come through the program. Eggers, Riley, Blevins.
Yep.
I can go on, and I'm not going to, but a lot of guys came through, and they were a big part of this.
And once again, your bench came through. You had Taschner with 4 fouls, you had Babel with 4 fouls, but you were able to withstand that because Myron Ryder, who's just had a terrific postseason for you, really a terrific regular season, and Gavin Votes came in and really helped you guys out.
I thought the minutes Keegan Coffey gave us in the first half were really good when we needed to give Zach a blow, and then Gavin steps in. He's a senior. His time on the floor has been a little bit limited, but he's stuck with it. And I have such admiration for those guys that stick with it. They're great teammates, and then they have to step into a game like this, and they don't try to do anything out of the ordinary, just keep the train moving. And I thought they were just fantastic tonight.
Well, speaking of fantastic, beyond question, Zach McLean, he continues to have an amazing postseason also.
I thought he was as good as could be tonight. Finished well, challenge at the rim. The Dells has guys that can make shots and get very creative doing it. And so they were going to make some, like I said, but I thought he challenged at the rim and then got just about every rebound that he could. on a night when, it was a little janky with some foul trouble with Simon and Garrison, and him and Davin Edge stepped up, and then Lucas made, the big three, I think, the backbreaker there at the end. And I thought overall we shot free throws pretty well tonight. I don't know what the numbers were, but it seemed like we had a good rhythm at the foul line.
Yeah, all right. So now it's either Lake Mills or Lakeside Lutheran. I don't know if you've heard a score or not.
We have not. We have not, and at this point, I'm just happy that we're going to be in the Wisconsin Dells on Saturday afternoon at 1 o'clock.
What do you have to do Saturday, you think?
We got to be us. That's what I think. I think we just have to be us. And as we told the kids, when you get this far, you're either going to be playing a team that's really hot or really good. And now when you get to that sectional final level, they're really good. Now, I think we're a really good basketball team too. So,
well, you're one of the best 8.
Yeah, right. Yeah, we're in the Elite 8. So I'm really looking forward to Saturday. The other thing I'm looking forward to, Steve, is the last couple trips to sectionals. When you have to wake up Friday morning after the Thursday night loss in this, man, it's just a pit in the stomach. Tomorrow morning we're going to wake up knowing we are playing Saturday.
That's right. Of course, Saturday, the sectional final, is the biggest gut buster there is because you win, you go to state. You lose, you don't.
Yeah.
And there's really not much time to think about it because that's Saturday afternoon.
I think you hit it on the head. You can't think about it. It's another basketball game. And our guys' demeanor, I like him. I like it a lot. They just played tonight. The Dells came out hot. And actually, we got off to the nice start. They came back. We got the lead back. And at halftime, there was no panic. It was like, hey, we're going to do our thing. They make a run or two, let's have somebody make a play. And tonight it seemed like anytime we needed a play to be made, it was Zach or it was Davin that made that for us.
And the other thing, one more question or thought about all this is, once again, you guys are like immune to being rattled because there are teams that had about 11-0 lead and it goes away and all of a sudden, eek, but that's not a thing with you guys.
This group is really solid throughout, and I say that nothing does rattle them. I think it's their demeanor, it's the way they approach their day-to-day work, and it's just worrying about the moment and being the best version of yourself, and they've done an outstanding job of that this year.
All right, we'll see you Saturday.
Sounds great.
Actually, we'll see you tomorrow, probably.
Sounds great, Steve. Thanks a lot.
It does, doesn't it? Congratulations on 200. And moving on to the sectional final, Mike Hoosier, the Platteville coach. Platteville wins 84-67 over Wisconsin Dells, and so for the first time since 1993, the Platteville Hillmen will play for a state tournament berth Saturday against Lake Mills or Lakeside Lutheran. We will have that for you most likely on AM 1590 WPVL. Let's run one more time. All right, it's going to be Lakeside Lutheran. That is who they're going to play. Lakeside Lutheran, a winner tonight over Lake Mills, 69-57. So Platteville and Lakeside Lutheran for a trip to state. And, of course, you got to remember that Platteville's football season ended at the hands of Lakeside Lutheran back in November. But keep this in mind, that was without Garrison Tasher and Zach McLean. So it'll be Platteville and Lakeside Lutheran Saturday afternoon, about a 12:40 start. And now, here's a update. We're not going to be on AM 1590 WPVL. We will be instead on Extreme 107.1. So Extreme 107.1 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel Saturday afternoon for a trip to state. We also know that we will bring you Mineral Point and Randolph from Portage. That will be the Division 4 championship game, and apparently that game may have been moved to 6:40. That'll be on 97.7 Country WGLR and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. All this on the Shoebox Scoreboard, presented by the Shoebox in Black Earth, the largest independent shoe store in the Midwest. Before all of that, tomorrow morning, breakfast and basketball from the Resch Center. Argyle, Pecatonica, and Albany Monticello at 8:45 on 97.7 Country WGLR. Believe it or not, we'll have Brewers baseball tomorrow. The Brewers and the Oakland, perhaps soon to be Las Vegas A's. That'll be a 2 o'clock start here at AM 1590 WPVL. And again, obviously, well, we're trying to see if there's a score from, well, there is one other score also, by the way. Marshfield Columbus, a winner tonight over Royal, 57-54. So 2 Coach Uppitas lose tonight. Actually, all 3 Coach Uppitas lost tonight. Tom in Darlington, Scott in Royal, and Mike in Potosi. Wow. But Platteville is moving on, and Mineral Point is moving on, and we'll have them tomorrow. Once again, we'll be on, or Saturday, I should say. We'll have them Saturday, Platteville and Lakeside Lutheran, 12:40 start for Wisconsin Dells on Extreme 107.1. Our game, well, let's see. Tonight, our thanks to our statistician, Janan Rage. Our sports directors of Queen Bee Radio, Mark Evenstad and RJ Osterhaus. Tyler Dictatis is our digital program director. Johnny Page is our chief engineer. Thanks to Joey Martin and the staff at Dodgeville High School. Thanks to our sponsors who help us bring this game to you. And thank you for joining us. Great Regional Health Center and People's State Bank coverage of high school basketball. Presented by Myers Heating and Cooling, Myers Home Comfort Solutions, and Wolf Construction. Powered in the postseason by Tim Slack Auction and Realty is a Queen Bee Radio Sports presentation. Platteville heads to the sectional final, 84-67 over Wisconsin Dells. Platteville and Lakeside Lutheran for a trip to state at Wisconsin Dells Saturday on Extreme 107.1. For the Wolf Construction broadcast table, I'm Steve Prestigard. We'll see you for more state basketball tomorrow and sectional final basketball Saturday.